There's something fascinating about the way narcissism unfolds, like a grand stage play where the lead actor believes they've written every scene, yet they stumble in the climax. Narcissists often craft their own narratives with precision, painting themselves as the protagonists of every story. But what happens when the script they've written turns against them? The traps they've set for others, spun with threads of manipulation and grandiosity, often ensnare them instead. It's a story both tragic and enlightening, one that reminds us of the fragility of a façade built on self-obsession. At the heart of narcissism lies an insatiable need for admiration. It's not just about wanting attention, it's about craving validation as a lifeline, a salve for wounds that often run deep beneath their polished exterior. Narcissists meticulously construct their worlds, environments designed to reflect their greatness. They gather people who mirror their superiority back to them, sycophants, admirers, and sometimes unwilling victims. This dynamic creates a delicate ecosystem, one that appears seamless but is riddled with vulnerabilities. The paradox of narcissism is this: the very mechanisms that fuel their perceived greatness are the same ones that lead to their downfall. Their need for control can blind them to reality. Their obsession with being right leaves them incapable of acknowledging their flaws, and therein lies the trap. In their pursuit of perfection, they build castles on quicksand. Every lie, every manipulation, and every ego-driven decision contributes to the instability of their kingdom. Imagine a narcissist in the workplace, someone who thrives on accolades and takes credit for successes, even those not their own. They might rise quickly, their charm and charisma winning over colleagues and superiors alike. But over time, cracks begin to show. They overpromise. They undervalue the contributions of others. Their inability to accept criticism breeds resentment among peers. Eventually, their empire collapses under the weight of their own ego. When the walls fall, they're often left bewildered, unable to fathom how their carefully curated image unraveled so spectacularly. This isn't just about professional environments. The same patterns emerge in personal relationships. Narcissists often demand unwavering loyalty and affection, but their inability to reciprocate, combined with their manipulative tendencies, creates a ticking time bomb. Friends and loved ones eventually grow weary of the one-sidedness of being cast as mere supporting characters in someone else's narrative. When they walk away, the narcissist is left grappling with the void, their carefully orchestrated connections crumbling like a house of cards. It's tempting to feel schadenfreude when a narcissist's plans backfire, when their self-aggrandizing schemes implode. But beyond the drama lies a deeper truth. Narcissism is often rooted in pain. Beneath the bravado, many narcissists struggle with feelings of inadequacy, their arrogance a shield against insecurities they're too afraid to confront. When their worlds collapse, it's not just their ego that takes a hit, it's their sense of identity. The very foundation they've built their lives upon, however flawed, shatters, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. Yet, there's a peculiar resilience to narcissists. Even in the face of failure, they rarely take responsibility. Instead, they shift blame, rewriting the narrative to suit their needs. This denial can be maddening for those around them, but it also speaks to the lengths they'll go to protect their self-image. It's not that they're incapable of change, it's that change requires a level of self-awareness they often lack or fear. For those entangled in a narcissist web, witnessing their downfall can be both a relief and a revelation. It's a chance to see their true nature, stripped of the charm and manipulation. But it's also a sobering reminder of the damage they can cause, both to themselves and others. The emotional toll of dealing with a narcissist is significant. Their unpredictability and penchant for drama leave scars that take time to heal. The irony, of course, is that the very qualities narcissists seek to project, strength, confidence, superiority, are often their undoing. Their need to dominate blinds them to collaboration. Their obsession with image prevents genuine connection. In trying to control every aspect of their lives, they lose control altogether. And when the dust settles, they're left with the bitter realization that the only person they've truly trapped is themselves. Does this mean narcissists are doomed to repeat the same mistakes, trapped in a cycle of self-sabotage? Not necessarily. While true narcissists may never fully abandon their tendencies, moments of vulnerability, those rare instances when their defenses crack, can be opportunities for growth. But change, if it comes, requires a willingness to confront their own reflection, to see not the glorified image they project, but the flawed person beneath. For the rest of us, understanding the dynamics of narcissism can be liberating. It allows us to navigate their complexities with empathy and boundaries, to recognize their behavior for what it is without being ensnared by it. When we see the traps for what they are, we can sidestep them, leaving the narcissist to wrestle with the consequences of their own design. Narcissism, at its core, is a double-edged sword. It's both a shield and a weapon, a source of power and a harbinger of destruction. When it backfires, the fallout is both spectacular and sobering, a reminder that no one, not even the self-proclaimed protagonist, is immune to the traps they set. And while it's easy to judge from the outside, the truth is that narcissism is as much a tragedy as it is a cautionary tale, a story of human frailty masked by illusions of grandeur. In the end, we're all players in the narratives we create. But for the narcissist, the stakes are higher, risks greater, and when their carefully crafted worlds crumble, it's a lesson for all of us in humility, authenticity, and the dangers of living life as a performance. Because no matter how dazzling the show, every